Hi, this is Linda Welsh from Linda Welsh Realty Group. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to talk to you, homeowners and condo owners, about automated valuations. So, you're going to frequently see these on websites like Zillow. And I know a lot of people go there for a lot of reasons. They feel that there's a lot of inventory there. Maybe they could even find out what neighboring properties are, etc. But let me tell you that, particularly in Texas, this is not an accurate way to find a valuation on your home. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one is that they really use AI and public records, such as your county tax records, to look at your valuations. Now, your county tax records aren't that accurate either. And the reason they're not accurate, particularly in our part of the country, is because we're a non-disclosure state. So because we're a non-disclosure state, the county does not always know. In fact, they typically don't know what you paid for your home or what somebody else paid for their home, or what improvements are made, for instance. So we recently took a listing and we listed it at a price that we thought was fair. The automated valuation on Zillow was a good 10 to 20% below that. And the reason is, again, because the tax records don't have access to our sale data. And in Austin, Texas, nearly a third of the properties that are sold are actually selling off market. And this means that those automated valuations are way off the mark. In fact, we just closed a property on Friday. It had a tax valuation of $2 million, and it was a $3 million sale. And it was worth $3 million. Honestly, it was. And we represented the seller in this transaction. But it sold off market for a couple of reasons. Number one, sellers love to have their privacy. They want to know who's in their property. They want to know that agents who are showing it are really the top agents in the area. And typically those are the agents that are going to subscribe to these off-market portals. So again, there's some advantages to the buyers because the tax authorities don't know what anybody pays for it. In fact, other agents usually don't know either. So having a close network of agents that sell in a particular area is really good when you're looking for comparable sales and you want to try to include some of those that were off market, because sometimes we can share that information with each other. And then when we do, your valuations come in closer to the mark, and then it saves the buyers money on their tax bill. That's however you feel about it. It's something that's concerning to everybody. Taxes are going up, insurance is going up, and anytime that a buyer or a seller can get a leg up on getting a better deal, they're going to try to use it. And also, going back to those people that would like to buy something off market, there are other reasons for that too. Having an access to these portals where you can find properties that are not visible to everybody else means that you have a higher chance of getting to them earlier. Most properties actually do sell on the MLS, but they don't always start out there. And when they start out on a private portal like Compass Private Exclusives, it gives people an opportunity to price test the market, to avoid any days on the market. And usually, at least for us, that process is usually maybe a 2 to 4 week process at most. And then we move the property to coming soon, and then finally onto the public portals, and through MLS and syndication, it goes to many, many hundreds of different portals. Again, this is Linda Welsh from Linda Welsh Realty Group. I'm happy to share with you how best to get information about your property, and I'm happy to come by, take a look, help you assess what your property could be worth in today's market, and maybe what it could be worth in the spring if you're thinking about holding off on selling until then. Again, it's Linda Welsh and Linda Welsh Realty Group at Compass, and I would love to help you with your property.